allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mrs. Teams. Present. Ms. Pfeiffer.
Present.
Mr. Summers.
Present.
Mr. Teachnard.
Present. Remarks of citizens. State your name.
Go ahead. Oh, Nancy Russell.
Okay, Nancy.
An
I'll
address?
chime in.
Address, please.
30 Community Springs.
What can we do for you this evening?
I heard through the grapevine that you guys are gonna pave the circles.
No, not the big circle. The small circle we are, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, we got a definite problem there with as far as public safety here.
Okay.
With as far as snow removal, as far as we had a problem with the police couldn't get in there, we had a problem with the ambulance couldn't get in a small circle. I was there Wednesday with our crew again just to look at it. We couldn't even drive the truck around it because of people parked in it. So we're going to eliminate that problem. We're going to pave that small circle and put angle parking, 3 parking spaces on each side. So when we come in there, we can push the snow straight back. We can put the fire truck in the middle of that if they got to fight a fire there because they can't get the truck but onto that bridge no further. So it's, like I said, it's a matter of public safety. We don't see a problem with that. I think it's going to make it better for everyone. Now in the big circle, we're going to make that parking that goes around on the right side there. There's 2 people that park there. We're going to widen that a little bit, that's all. And on Lynn's side there, we're going to widen that a little bit for drainage problems. Other than that, that's all we're going to do, and then we're going to pave the whole thing. Everything's going to get paved.
What about the springs? There's springs that come up under the little circle.
We're going to dig that out. We're going to dig that area all out, and we're going to put a piece of under drain in down to the creek. We won't have no problems there. We're going to fill it in with stone and grade it. It's going to get 3 inches of binder and 1.5 inches of wearing. When we're done with it, it won't have to be paved for 25 years.
How come nobody talked to us about this?
Because we have been talking about it, because we had a problem there before. We've
Yeah.
had many problems before about parking and about plowing snow there. We want to remedy the problem.
Well, I personally am not in favor of it.
You don't have to be.
It's gonna be
I understand
done.
that.
You wanted to do it, so.
No,
Now, how much
like I
are
said,
you
if
gonna-
we had a fire there and they had to pull the aerial in there, those homes that are 3 stories on that side, he couldn't set that truck up because he got to put the outriggers down. And now that it's all mud, they couldn't set the truck there. Okay. And the other thing is, with our engine as big as it is now, they get pulled to the bridge. They can't drive across the bridge because they'd be in the mud too. So we want to eliminate that problem there.
It's just the question of all of a sudden, it's been that way for years and years and years.
And we've had all kind of problems with plowing snow there. And it just got worse instead of better. And when we're done, it's going to look beautiful. I guarantee you
Well,
that.
I don't care.
And it's going to
I'm
make it
just-
easy for everyone there. The other thing of is, with snow removal, it's going to make it so much easier for us.
Okay, and the one thing, my request for that circle, the big circle,
Yes.
put back the sign one way, in to the right and come out to the left.
Yeah,
The way
okay.
it's supposed
That's the way it's
to be.
supposed to be.
Well, people don't do that.
Okay.
Nobody. They go straight down past Davis's.
I'll be honest with you,
and they
I don't
come
remember
up.
seeing that sign for a long time there.
And
But
it's been
I
gone.
knew that when I went in there, you always went to the right and round.
Well,
I mean,
it's the way the law is.
Yeah.
You drive to the right,
Yeah.
but not people down there.
okay,
So please,
Debbie, when we
put
get
that-
that, we'll put a sign up when we get it
Thank
paved.
you.
Not a problem.
I
That's not a
think it's
problem.
cheaper than trying to widen and all that, but yes. I understand, but are you gonna widen on Davis's side too?
Yeah, 3 feet.
How are you
We're
gonna
gonna-
do that when they just put new telephone poles?
Well, we're gonna eliminate. We gotta take them 3 stumps out right there,
But there's
and we're gonna
new
mill the curb
telephone
off.
poles.
We're not gonna go near the curb. We're gonna be close to the
Away?
pole, but we're gonna be away from it. Yeah, about a
Okay.
foot, almost a foot.
Okay.
When we take that curb off, that's a foot. So we're only gonna go 3 foot
Okay.
wide there.
All right, I just,
When you go around it, if you look, the water when it gets down so far, it doesn't have enough crown in there, and it goes towards Lynn's driveway. So what we're going to do is we move it up a little bit, about 3 feet there. We can bring it around further and then cross over. And by the bridge, you're going to see what we're going to do there.
What do you do by the bridge? Because it just goes shooting over
Well,
top.
we're going to take care of that. We're going to dig that out. We got some what they call R6, some bigger stone. We're going to put some fabric in and put the stone in so it goes down into the creek so it don't wash no more.
Okay. because it's like a waterfall there.
Oh, I know, both sides of
Yeah.
the creek, both sides, I seen that.
Yeah,
I went down there one day, you live on the other side. One day when I was down there, I was watching, it was raining, and I seen what it done, so yeah, we're gonna fix that. We definitely are.
And you know, I don't know if this is you guys, but you go up the creek and around the corner, and there was a big drain that empties out right into the creek.
That come from the school.
Is that where it comes from?
Oh, yeah, on that
Well,
side,
it
yeah.
used to have like a concrete
That's
skirting, maybe,
Okay,
instead, you know, below the pipe, and that's gone.
okay, well,
So is it eroding where it's dropping
Well, it's
into?
just broken from all the, you know, especially last year, it did a lot of damage, and it's doing damage to my property.
well, we'll take a look at that. I know what you're talking about. I
Okay.
know what you're talking
The
about.
end of that alley.
Yeah, where Mrs. Stralley's alley comes down, is that
There
what you're
was
talking about? In the back there?
railroad ties in there for a while.
There were.
Yeah, we're.
They washed out.
Before I bought the house, yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore. They keep washing away.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to put them in the creek, though. I know that too.
Because
We didn't put them in the.
I know.
creek.
Well, I mean,
Man-made.
someone built a wall. Yeah, someone built a wall.
Handmade.
You're not allowed to do that now.
Is it
Yeah,
because
well,
of the
what
creosote
did
in
she
them? Or?
do?
Yeah. Well, no, now they put that fabric down like we did down here on this road
Oh,
down
with
here
that
with the
big-
the stone, the
Like
big
they're
stone.
doing
Yeah,
along 51. Like
exactly. Were you seen with the big stone there?
Okay.
We can actually apply for a grant for that. We'll take a look at it and see how
Look
bad
at
it is
because
there.
Our yard's just going.
Well, we can't do it on public property.
I know, but
But I mean, we do own, the township does own some of that hollow up above there.
right.
So we can take a look at that, a piece of that. I know when we did that the last time we did this project down here, we did send letters to everybody that lived in Community Springs. Now, that was almost 20 years ago. That we applied for that Growing Greener grant to do that, to do stream bank stabilization.
Yeah. Because it's undercutting my garage. It's
Like I
gone
said-
on for so long that it's just.
I don't know if we can do that on private
Yeah.
property, but we can take a look, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
hmm
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep, I'm done.
Sister. This is sister.
Your sister?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
So we have Community Springs covered. Little one.
Wait a minute, Lynn ain't here.
Big
I heard
circle.
Lynn was here.
Just had to thread that in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you got a copy of committee reports? Review them for the next regular meeting. I need a motion to accept the regular meeting minutes of March 21st as submitted.
I make a motion to accept the regular minutes of the March 21st meeting.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, our work session issues. We're going to discuss the bidding of the fire department, this roof here, and the fire department roof over there. We have to have the engineer come in and, because over there it's going to be a truss roof. We want to go to a metal roof, so it's done.
Right.
And then the same here, he has to design the trusses for the back half of this,
Half a
that little
truss.
roof, that half a truss, yeah.
Yeah.
So we want to let him move forward to design the trusses for the roof so that we can get that project put in capital improvements and get it underway.
If you remember, Brad spoke on this back in January. We were waiting for good weather to do roofing, and we wanted to put it out so we wouldn't have to bid it, but we looked at it. It's going to go prevailing wage because it's over $20,000. We were doing some investigating, trying to get some numbers, and so we need Brad to do specs to bid it. You just can't bid it because you're going to get apples and oranges when you bid. So we need Brad to write up the specs for this roof, which will be all metal, and then the roof that was given us from the police station, do a truss roof because it's that flat roof over there. So we need authorization if you'd like. And this is all money in the bond. It's not budget money. This is bond money that was allocated when we did the bond last fall.
Need a motion?
Yes.
Yeah, we need a
Make the
motion.
motion.
And I'll second that.
So it's a motion for Michael Baker Engineering to prepare the bid documents and specs for the municipal building and police station and fire department roof.
Okay, I had a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We need a motion to approve the purchase of the 2020 Ford police vehicle from TriStar Motors.
I'll make a motion.
This is all, you guys got that information then the last time.
I'll second.
Any questions? You know what happened? We didn't get the 19 car because the state bought all the cars out of CoStar, the planning project, so we're getting a 20 car. So you gotta get the paperwork in now for it.
You gotta get it earlier, it's earlier and earlier every year now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where we
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, that's the reason why,
2020, I
yeah.
was
They
like,
were sold out last October of 19s. You had to order by last October. We always order in April. So we went to order and we couldn't, well, actually we tried the whole month of March and we couldn't get nothing.
okay.
Okay, we had a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We need a motion to approve the MG Soft computer purchase in the amount of $2620 funded by the DCED grant.
And that's for myself and Melissa's office. It's all funded through the Debbie Grass computer upgrade grant.
I'll make a motion to, the purchase of the amount of $2620 in regards to the DCED grant for the computers for Norma and Melissa.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Motion to approve payment of the bills as presented to the Township Board Commissioners.
I'll do the ugly one. I'll make the motion to approve the payment of the bills as presented to the Board of Commissioners.
Yeah, I think I signed it, I'll second it.
Any questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
You missed the first.
And I missed the motion to approve the advertising of the 2019 paving program.
I'll make a motion, we do.
And I'll second that.
Any questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay.
Those will be opened here 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, at our regular meeting, we'll open up the bids.
Okay.
Remarks of officials.
Reno Brothers are gonna be moving in today and tomorrow.
Yeah, I seen you got it all paved there, so it looks good.
Well, the inside's all done too, all the office stuff is in there, they just have to bring all their paperwork and that over.
That's good.
Yeah, I was shocked with those broad and rumble at the roads and stuff again. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah, he got it all done.
That's nice.
Now, next couple of years, they're gonna add another building to it.
Yeah, he wants to get his whole operation in there, because he has places in Beaver and then Pulaski right now. He wants to get everything in
Well,
one
Beaver's
place.
gone,
Oh, is it?
he sold it already.
Okay.
Now you gotta get rid of Pulaski and the one down New Brighton where they make the 10. He wants to get rid of it too, that's why they're gonna build that other building.
Oh, okay, so they have a fab shop there.
Yeah.
A big fab shop. I went to that, Norman and I went to that meeting for the state about projects in the township. So they are gonna mill from Rochester Borough down here by that bridge. You see they're working on the ramps now down there by the Rochester Monaca Bridge. They're gonna mill from there all the way down past the Y to the beginning of New Brighton.
Oh, my.
And then they're gonna skip over that spot that they did last year and go into the town of New Brighton and mill to the Beaver Falls Bridge. We met with the guy from Cul-de-sac, he come in here. So he needs a staging area, so I told him, he said, down there in Greystone Drive would be nice, and I said, so would lots of millings, and he said, okay, we'll work a deal, we'll give you some millings, so we're gonna get millings, that's where they're gonna stage at down there.
I wonder what they're gonna do about the corp cruises this year, unless they're gonna,
I don't know.
they might, depends on how far they
Or-
make it as they go, maybe
Yeah,
they'll change.
because they already started working down there, and I would imagine short of here, they're gonna be moving their equipment in down there to mill. Because he said they got concrete repair to do underneath of it too.
Yeah, they're on Old Broadhead now, then they're going there.
Yeah.
How did the, I'm sorry, were you gonna say something?
No, go ahead.
How did the presentation go for the patch in the bag that you saw over Monaca?
Let's just say, it's for a 26-pound bag, it's $66. It don't go far at all.
Okay.
I'm not saying it doesn't work, because it does, but for what they were doing, it's not cost effective at all. What we did like was a demonstration where instead of painting lines, they have this plastic that it comes in folds, and you can lay it out, and you heat it with a torch and put it on the road.
Oh.
And they say it'll last 6 to 8 years. Instead of painting, you won't wear that. And he said if you wear a spot out where like a lot of traffic's driving over it, you can cut it on both sides, heat it up, and put a piece in. So they did the demonstration for that. I was impressed with that. So I told Norm, I said, a box of 30 feet was $70-some. But Monaca and the different communities are going to go together. The price is going to come down. I said to him, that'd be nice for when we do the angle parking spots that we're going to do. Once we put that in for all the traffic we're going to have, like over to school and that,
You won't wear it out.
you won't wear that out at all. It'll be there forever.
It's
you know.
beautiful.
And yeah, and it's easy to apply. One guy can do it.
Yeah, with the asphalt, you can get a whole ton of asphalt at the plant for what you buy that little bag for.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you know, looking at this, last week on TV, I forget what the name of it was. Some of the kids out in California, they were having trouble with the street people running too fast. These kids designed this tape to look like there's a block there. And when you come up on it, you swear you're gonna hit something.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And they
really?
slow down. These kids were 12 years old.
That's pretty good because it does come in all different colors. So if we have to put a handicap spot in somewhere, we can get the blue. They have all different colors in that. He said.
But I was just surprised to see that these 12-year-old kids come up with this idea. They drew it out, and then they had this taping company put it down, and you can't believe how fast the people would slow down.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, so, you know, the kids are thinking about things too to make people slow down. I thought it was pretty
Pretty neat.
ingenious how
Yeah.
they did it.
Yeah. Then this other project out here on Reno Street, they told us September 20th. Okay, that looks like they're, so we look for them to close that. Now, we've got letters before. I don't know how far behind schedule they're gonna be, but I look for them to do that in the middle of winter. And we said something about school buses, but I guess they really don't, they can go around, so.
Yeah, they go up.
I told them they should be doing
Go
a
up over
project
Highland. Yeah, they-
in June, why not June? And I was talking to Mike and he said, no, that's when they got the project slated for, so.
Well, say
we're
where are
looking
they
at-
gonna go around? There's people gonna have to walk to get where the bus is.
Oh, yeah, especially at the bottom, they're right at the bottom there, before the end of the slide, there's the kids ride the bus right there. You got the baseball field already? It really looks good down there.
It looks awesome over there.
It does, the field looks beautiful, I mean, the guys did a really good job.
I did have a couple of things. I saw the pile of stuff was cleaned up. It really looks nice. I'm sorry the guys weren't here tonight, but I'll try and remember.
Without a doubt, they did an excellent job, I mean, even baseball was well pleased with it.
A couple things I was thinking of when I was walking past the little, like where the restrooms are and there was a lot of bees and the wood bees plus other bees that I think are going up in the little spaces. I was wondering if we could get some type of, either that soft window screening or for ridge fence, there's like a 6 or 8 inch screen too. Maybe we could just tack that up there to keep them from dwelling in there.
Okay,
It's just a thought
okay, I'll
because they were like,
well, like tomorrow, it's supposed to rain, we'll have them get out and take a look at that. I mean, they can take a look and see what they
I
can
was
do.
trying not to irritate them as it's going through, but I wanted to see. And then I know the guys don't have a slow time, but I was wondering if maybe we could like run a sander over those benches and throw a coat of paint on them because unless I had a heavy pair of pants on, I wouldn't want to sit on one of them because they're getting pretty splintery.
Where,
and
down
rough.
here in the ball
At the
field?
ball field, yeah.
Well, you know what, we can
Boy
talk
Scout
to,
did that.
yeah, we can talk to baseball too, because if we could supply the paint, they might do that.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk to them. They did pour the concrete back here for the basketball hoop, so next week we'll get it set.
Okay.
And then we want to get started on a project over there in Community Springs, because the paving comes in 2 weeks here. I don't know when they want to come in, so we would like to get that project underway and completed over there, so it's ready for paving. We have that in Harrison Street to do, and then we're gonna start backfilling everything. And then we're gonna pick a day, and we're gonna go over, or a week, we're gonna go over there and put that other stuff in the playground over there. I'd like to try to get that in before the summer, before the kids get out of school,
If it quits raining.
Yeah, if it quits raining, ain't that the truth?
Oh, well, that reminds me of something else over there. There's probably a 6-foot swath on the side there where it looks like that knotweed had been growing and had been killed. But I'm wondering if we start mowing over top of that, if we can keep that controlled, that just expands on that grass. And then one thing we won't have to stick poison on, if we can maybe start mowing it before it starts
Where's that at?
growing. When you first drive up, if you look straight ahead where the little arch thing is,
On Elk Avenue.
yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you can see where we've probably killed it in the past. Thinking maybe before it starts to grow, or well, maybe once things starts growing, was we mow the lawn.
Yeah, I'll call Zajac tomorrow. I'll tell him to check that out.
And it looks,
Okay.
it's all dead now, but once that stuff starts growing,
Oh, yeah.
it's a jungle one at a time. So I thought maybe that'll just expand the area plus it'll keep nasties from being in there and junk and garbage from collecting in there that's blowing down the street.
Deb, what's going on with the vets? I mean, as
Wow.
far as the parks, I know that Wes was talking about it, and that's you're there. That's your baby
So
there.
good.
So
Yeah, like I said, one nice thing they had their anniversary, for those that don't know it, at the Rochester VFW on Saturday, and we had a nice turnout for the township. There's been a change of authorization in regard to who's running. It used to be just the borough, and now it's going to different boards, and there's going to be just a chair from each board, and it's being divided that way versus the borough itself. It'll be approved by them because it is their property, but it'll be brought to them from the different chairmen of the boards. I guess that's it with the parks right now that we have.
okay.
So far. But I do have some other things. COG, we went to the Humane Society. They had their meeting last Thursday, and it was at the Humane Society, so we got to take a tour and see what the update and what they needed from there, which was very informative, and we held our meeting there. Also, Norm, if you want to talk to them about Rivers, which is this Saturday at Monaca, and it's from 9 to noon.
Yeah, well, there's a new group called Riverwise, and it's getting like actually like Beaver County and through Allegheny County, and they're getting like the river communities together, and they're doing like assessments of Beaver County first. It's a lot of sustainability things and taking advantage of the rivers. So they're doing a community-wide vision of Monaca first. They're going to see how that goes. Monaca's like the pilot program. I'm not going to be there, but I have an inside source who's running it over there. So Mary is going to fill me in, and because I'm going to be at Rochester's prom all night, so I'm not going to be there at 9 in the morning. But he's going to let me know how it goes, and hopefully, eventually, if it goes good there, we can get him in. We only have a very small part of the river. So, and I did talk to the gentleman who's in charge of the complete Riverwise. I went to the one meeting that was at Tabula Rosa about a month ago, and it's interesting. So we're going to see what comes out of it, and I think that there's some good grant funding. I don't know about the trail because that's what we'd be looking for, and we're looking for $1 million, whatever that's going to cost down there, but it can help us out somehow, some way. We're going to take advantage of it.
Well, it's a nice networking opportunity too, because they said we might be working on something, and Aliquippa or Center or somebody might be working on it as well, and we might be able to join forces.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah,
As the rivers themselves in Beaver County.
yeah.
yeah.
Business, food, recreation, we're all interested.
Yeah, it's all done. That's pretty much it.
I got more.
Go ahead.
I'm
No,
just
go
a
ahead.
plethora
No,
of
that's fine.
crap.
Go ahead.
When I was at Gallows, it never hit me before this last time. Do you think it might be a good idea to put some of those just like parking stop things? Because that parking pad on both sides is like,
Yeah.
and if somebody accidentally knocks it out of gear or something, there's no coming back from once it starts rolling, because it's just going to take off on us. So I wonder, I don't know how much it's cost if we could drop a couple of those down on the edge to prevent a
We'll see.
catastrophe.
I think there's 6 parking spots up there.
Yeah, it's 5
Yeah.
or 6 with a handicap.
Yeah. I don't think that's a problem. That's something we can do under capital improvements.
Okay.
That's not a problem.
And then
Get them up at Lowe's.
Yeah.
I noticed the property, the development part, that says heavy industrial. I thought that was only approved for light industrial.
Where's that at?
The acreage down at where the sign is at now, where
Oh,
Hydro.
Hydro.
yeah.
It's only
The
Yeah.
new, there's two, there's heavy and there's light. We have two. See the purple and the light purple? Which
Okay.
one is which? I can't see on the bottom.
Dark purple's one and the light
Heavy is
purple's
light.
2.
Yeah.
The dark is light.
I can't see
But
the,
that
which
dark
one.
is light, the light purple is heavy.
Heavy, because that's where the current, the plant is currently. That's why that's like that.
Yeah, so the one must be the light,
The light,
the purple.
Yeah, that's where
That's what
Valspar
hydro
is.
is.
No, Valspar is the light purple.
Oh, it's the light, yeah, okay, the darker one you're saying that. That's where the hydro property is, the darker one.
Correct.
Okay, but the sign is advertising it as heavy industrial.
Well, that what the sign says and what it is.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
it's just
And
kind
the
of.
sign doesn't even matter right now because they can't sell or negotiate with anyone until the end of September.
Okay.
they are
Well, I'm
under
just
agreement
thinking
with
you're gonna have
CED.
people looking for, maybe losing
No,
somebody
they're-
that wants something for,
Well, we know that they have that letter of intent from CED, so we're waiting to hear back from Jim Palmer. We haven't heard anything from them yet.
Yeah, they have until September 30th to make. a
Yeah,
decision.
so I talked to Tony in their last meeting, he wasn't at, so when I get a chance, I'll get over and see him again and see what's going on. I told him to give Jim a call and see. He's supposed to retire, right?
He's about I believe June 30th. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
They're
so-
gonna be hiring someone here this month.
Yeah.
And while we have the paint out, can we do something with our sign down there on the boulevard that's getting lost in the grass?
What time is that?
When you first come in our Township of Rochester sign, when you're coming from, I'm coming from Darlington when I see it, but right down there on,
By the sewage treatment plant, the New Brightons.
I guess, yeah, when you come past Room Monument and, what would that be, 51, 65?
65, yeah.
65, I guess, yeah.
The one that was in the middle.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about
Yeah.
now.
With flowers now.
That, yeah, where we have that area where we could plant stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we don't plant anything, just, and I know it's early, 'cause I don't
Just
have
the
my
sign.
grass cut yet either, but the sign's kind of faded out. But like, just make it readable at least. It's the same color paint as the benches at the
Yeah, we have
Field
that.
day.
We have that blue paint. Yeah, we have that.
Blue?
We still have some of that. Yeah, we do. We'll make a note of that and then give that to
Okay.
Norm and then we'll work that in so
Okay.
them guys get a chance they can get down there and do that.
I'm sure-
Like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of backfilling. I can tell you that. We still have all that work from the project last year to do. So once we get the paving project underway, get it paved, then
Yeah, good.
we're good. Thanks,
Thanks,
Adam.
Adam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm out of breath now.
No, that's fine. That's what the work session's for.
Yeah.
Okay. Need a motion to adjourn it.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.